Good morning. I'm Dave of Urban Astro. And what do you do if the night is going to be cloudy? What kind of projects can one do? Well, how about putting in a pier for the mount? Coming right up. Hi, Dave Kate of Urban Astro. And this morning I decided, after a long period of just kind of hanging around and debating and wondering in my head, I decided to go ahead and put in a pier so that I can put my mount on. So let me go ahead and show you what I've done. So what I did, here's my sonotube, which is going to hold my mount top right here. The mount top, I believe, is sold by Starazona, and it's a nice aluminum mount and or pier head. And I decided that, well, I was tired of dragging the tripod out and aligning it and doing all kinds of funky stuff, so I figured I would do a pier, and that's what this right here is. This is essentially going to be a pier for me to use to put my mount on. And all I did was, this is an 8-inch form sonotube that you can pick up at Home Depot or Lowe's, and basically I dug down about a good 15 to 18 inches. I think it was down about 18 inches. So there's almost as much of this below as what's sticking up. So hopefully that will provide some measure of stability. And it took 2 bags of Saccrete fast setting concrete mix. There we are, 2 50-pound bags, which are like $5.47 at Home Depot. And of course, trusty old Home Depot bucket. And for every 50-pound bag, it's only about 2.5 quarts of water. And so the bolts are in. And basically what I did was I got like foot-long bolts which have a head on them, and the head is what sunk down into the concrete. And I figured I'd give it a couple hours. Supposedly, this thing sets in 30 minutes, and I think it's within like about an hour. I think it's within about an hour. It pretty much is set. It sets in 30 minutes, but then it's construction set, meaning that you can build on it and stuff like that within like another 30 minutes. So it's like an hour total. So in about an hour, I'll be able to take these spacers out and cut this thing down. I'm going to cut it down about another inch or so. So that way I don't have all this tube here. I could mix up another bag or some of another bag and put it in there, but it's kind of a waste of a bag. And I think that it's set down enough that it will hold. And I've got these bolts here, so I'm not too concerned about level right now because I can adjust for level. Now the one thing that I did do was I put on a piece of board here and I centered for where my north is based on magnetic drift. And I set my north right there, so I should be good to go. And then I just sighted my holes up here so that way I'm sighted to north. Well, good morning. I thought I'd give you an update on the pier, seeing how I'm putting together a video on the pier. Unfortunately, I had done a time lapse of me actually putting in the pier, and well, that time lapse didn't work. I apparently had the wrong setting on the little camera that I was using, and well, it didn't happen. I'm still trying to figure out this video stuff. I've been pretty much a landscape photographer for, you know, almost the past 20 years. So doing video is kind of a new adventure for me. But anyways, the Pier's been in now for, I don't know, I want to say 3 or 4 months. Actually, probably a little bit longer than that, maybe 5 months. I didn't use it all during the summer months because obviously it's too hot here in Phoenix, and it just gets to be really, really difficult to do astrophotography when it's 115 degrees outside. And so, just kind of a general report here, and let me turn it around and show you the mount. I mean, show you the Pier. So here's the Pier. Basically, I painted the sono tube just so that way it just had a more finished look to it. And again, like I said earlier, I was rather fortunate in that when I bought the mount, the owner also included a Pier head, and that has been a great boon because that basically it had been sitting around in my garage for about a year, and I was like, what am I going to do with this thing? Do I put it up for sale or whatever? And I basically began to entertain the idea of doing the Pier as a way of seeing if I could get better guiding. My guiding without the Pier, when it was on the tripod and I had blocks set up and had to, you know, basically level and polar align almost every night when I set up the tripod. My tracking was anywhere from 0.5 up to 0.9 and higher, averaging around probably 0.7 is what my average. Since the Pier, I've been getting anywhere from 0.3 on up with an average of around 0.5. So I did increase by 0.2 arc seconds. So basically my average went from 0.7 down to 0.5, and I'm pretty happy with that. And so far I've been pretty pleased. It's rather rock solid. It doesn't really move. Every now and then, because of the ground, because it gets, like I said, incredibly dry here, and it won't rain for a while, although this summer was fairly wet. But I would have to come around every now and then and just kind of tamp the earth around the base of the Pier, just to tamp the earth down. But that's a minor inconvenience. But essentially, the Pier has been a success. And if I can find this Pier head, I'll put a link to it. Like I said, it came with a mount when I bought it, so this was a purchase I did not have to make. Or you can say that it was part of the mount when I bought the mount. Part of that purchase of the mount was the Pier head, and I bought it off of a guy, and he gave me the Pier head because he had no use for it. Right now I'm taking flats, so that's the odd position here, and I've got my Flatmaster 150 on top of my scope, and I'm taking flats for right now. But yeah, I think it has been a success. So if you're thinking of putting in a Pier, I would say that it's definitely worth the effort. I know that for me, I've had better tracking. Like I say, my tracking has gone from an average of 0.7 to 0.5. And not only that, but I have more stability. And I think that that's probably a large reason as to why the tracking has improved, is because of the stability of the mount. Even on blocks, you know, things move, tripods move, tripods reflect up vibrations, especially as you're walking around the mount. And even with vibration pads, which is what I had vibration pads, I was still getting some vibrations coming up through the mount, and I'm thinking that probably affected overall tracking as well. So anyways, if you found this video of any use to you, whether it's a motivation to go out and put in your own pier, or perhaps giving you some ideas as to why you might want to get a pier, go ahead and like and subscribe. It would not hurt my feelings. And until next time, clear skies and happy guiding.